You probably heard me dropping the phone earlier. So now there's another crack at the bottom right hand corner and it's going towards the home button or whatever. So let's see how long this lasts, whether it can last until the end of the game. What do I need to tell you all? Kubera is upside down and taking out what is inside bit by bit. So your money is already flowing to me. Your God has surrendered, which is Manila basically. Kubera represents your God. Greed and hoarding. You hoard because you're afraid of the future. You understand me or not? You want to hold on to money because you look at the future and you're afraid. And what you must bring down home into your heart is this: that the future is not in your hands. The future is always in the hands of God. Just like this current moment is in the hands of God. You remember what I told you initially? I said, how can God decide to destroy us without giving us a chance for redemption? I'm the toughest guy I know. I'm going to go and face him and ask him for the questions, blah, blah. As I was talking, as I was saying those things, I know it was BS. Because I had already experienced the power of God before. I know how powerful He is. There is no way any human, not even one as gifted as I am, can face God and have any hope of victory. You understand me or not? Absolutely no way. So as I was saying it inside, my soul was sitting down there like, bloody hell, giving such, just piling on the horse shit to these people. Okay la, what la, whatever to do, he's doing it. Just got to sit down and take it la. So it was funny. In a way it was funny. At the same time it was making me miserable as well. Because I knew that means that I knew the reason for all the training, la, the tough things that I went through. That's why in life I never aspired for money or women or whatever. Because somehow or other I knew that the real purpose of life is something way deeper, something stronger. So anyway, but this baby's breath thing was, I actually like baby's breath because I fell in love with the name. It was told to me, who told me this? Jacqueline, I think. It was in Singapore. So I took the flowers and sniffed them. It's like they don't smell like baby's breath. Eh? No, they don't have a scent. They just call them baby's breath because they're so small and fragile. So yeah, I absolutely love the name. That's why it became my favorite flower. Because I love babies. You all know that. So I'm sorry. This thing about like what my friend Garrett said. If you want to, you can have 345 girls in a year. So why don't you? I just laughed at him. If I wanted to have girls every single night of the year, I would have done it from when I was like, I don't know what age, 17, 18. I had more offers than you all can count. But what will it bring you? You ask me this. Ask yourself this. What will it bring you? How much joy can you get from physical interactions without love? Once you discover love, you realize that God's love is actually the most valuable thing you can get. I've been healing Ganesh for a couple of days. And I can see how much he has suffered without being in complete connection with God. Though he is a God. But because of duty, he had to make you all happy and try to give you all, clear the obstacles for all your worldly desires. He had to put up with so much pain, so much so that I'm healing him. And I can heal things very fast. And it's taking me more than 2 days. And I'm still healing him. Why? Why did he hold on to his duty when it was giving him so much pain? Because of love. End of the day, he knew that one day God will come and help him. Somewhere deep inside, he knew that. Same thing for all of you, isn't it? Even when you went to church, you went to mosque and you were praying and you were wondering, you don't feel the presence of God. Somewhere deep inside, somewhere, the promise will be kept. I know God will not let us, you know, abandon us. That's a promise I'm trying to keep right now. So Kubera has already been tied upside down. I can't untie him. So the only people that can actually buy you time tomorrow after 5 o'clock are the traders. They can decide to stay out of the market. Otherwise, the capital markets are toast. And I leave it to their will. I'll let them do what they want. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm going on the basis that the queens are not going to come. I'm not going to be able to untie Kubera. Because I look at the moment, the current moment, they are not here. Kubera is tied upside down. And the traders are ready to pull the trigger. And so there is no change in that. And what will happen if capitalism is just brought down? It means all of your, you have this list of the richest people in the world that will become defunct, that will no longer have any value because their net worth will drop down tremendously. They'll all go bankrupt, and since the banks will also go bankrupt, everybody goes bankrupt. You won't even have salary or whatever. You suddenly realize that money has lost its value. You do not know where value is, except in the things which can actually use. The food that you grow, the food that you buy and eat, whatever that is tangible that can be used to prolong your life will have value. Everything else will be useless. Water will be valuable, energy will be valuable, food will be valuable, the air that you breathe is valuable. Or we do it the slow way, lah. In which case you change my current moment from the current situation into the one where we take things slow and steady. The time for you to do that is not that long. Huh? I think you have about 12 hours plus. Because New Zealand, I think it opens, I don't know whether it opens the same time as Sydney or is it half an hour earlier. Plus, you have these small islands that are actually there just after the international dateline. So their banks actually open first. So if they actually open their banks, the weapons that are put inside your capital system will start acting straight away. Okay. So the other option is you can all shut down your banking system on Monday and don't allow anything to open, but still your physical holdings will be taken. Those things I can't stop. Your gold will disappear, your silver will disappear and come to me. Understand? So Switzerland, I know you're a victim of circumstances, but anyway, you're definitely in the crosshair as far as the bullseye is concerned. So I don't know what is going to happen to you. It's not in my hands, that. I put all these things in place 5-6 years ago, so I can't remember what actually I put in, what I said when I put this stuff in. You understand? I can't recall everything. I can only switch it off. I cannot switch it off part by part. I can switch off the whole damn thing only. Understand? I mean, right now it's like I said, it's up to the queens, lah. So they have their own dynamics and all that. Jisoo is trying very hard to hate me, but she can't. Because I don't reciprocate, you understand? I don't have hate in me. It's impossible for me to carry hate. Where there is God, there is no hate, you understand me or not? There can be anger. But anger is not driven by hate. Anger is driven by duty. So in order to do certain things, I have to get angry, I will get angry. Now that anger is borrowed from all of you. I take that anger from you, I use it, then I give it back to all of you. It doesn't come from within me. The only thing you get from me is love. My human heart is broken. That one I won't lie. Jivan's heart is broken because What the Queen actually was trying to show me is the pain that I've caused everybody throughout the years, especially the women. And it's just come back to me, in one single lump. And no human is strong enough to handle that, so my heart is actually broken. The, on the plus side, that means it cannot be broken again. It's already broken. So right now I'm using the heart of nature. I'm using the heart of life itself to represent Jivan. Understand? The human heart is gone. No, it's out of commission. La. So I'm using the strength of nature to operate right now. What else? Like I say, I know you all have your plans and all that. You keep on saying good news, good news. I don't. I won't say that I don't believe you, but to me, it's like I only see what is there in this moment, and in this moment, there is no change to the status quo. Okay, it is as it is. India, a lot of the stories that I saw somebody putting up the story of Ram carrying the bow of Shiva. And I know the story that you all have is that he breaks the bow. He doesn't break the bow. That's why I told you all to go to Immortal Talks, go to Sedu and get the real story. So at least you have some kind of sense behind your stupid ideas. You understand me or not? Where there is Shiva, there can be no pain. But right now I'm taking in pain because when I was burning the pain, the queens got upset. They thought I was running away from the pain. But they didn't understand that if I burn the pain, it disappears for them as well. But it seems they want me to experience the pain, so I'm experiencing it. La. So I've already killed one heart. Let's see how many more they can kill. Where there's Shiva, there can be no pain. Okay. So when Sita took birth in order to bear the karma of the world, straight away they knew, Janaka knew, the father knew that she will not survive because no, even Lakshmi taking birth as a human will not be able to bear the bad karma of the world. And you have to remember this is in the second age, where the evil was not that bad. But even then it was so much that no human child could bear it and survive. So he had this bow in his possession, which was a bow of Shiva. And if somebody ties the string and connects to that bow, all the pain is borne by Shiva. Lord Shiva will bear the pain. He neutralizes it so that person can live fearlessly. So what they did was before the child was born, they connected the child that was being grown in the womb of the earth to that bow. They tied the string. And only she or her soulmate can undo the string. That's why they had the Swayamvara and all that. And of course, everybody failed to carry the bow. Every time they tried to lift it, because she actually had her hands like this on her lap, both sides. She was holding the bow. You should read the story. It's a wonderful story. It's from Sedu. And then everybody fails because they think they are going to lift it, but then it's just like the shadow. The bow remains flat. Finally, Ram comes. He bows to the court. And then he looks at Sita and he puts his hand like this. So her hands are like this, right? Holding down to the bow. As long as she was holding it, this is what Hanuman says. Not even Shiva could have carried the bow. Can you imagine it or not? Because that protection was for her. Only she can let go. Not even Shiva, if he had come, could have taken that bow away from her. Could have taken that protection from her. So she had her hands like this on both sides, both on her knees. And Ram does his hand like this. And because they are soulmates, slowly her hand opens and turns around. She lets go. And then only he slowly carries up the bow and he unties the string. Now, if he was not the soulmate, she would have died straight away. But because he was a soulmate, he had enough good karma that he neutralized the kukarma that she was carrying. So the amount of karma she was carrying reduced by a lot. In my case, I don't have a Devi. I don't have any wives. So I bear everything myself. So when the queens stay away, what they actually saying is, we don't love you, we don't care about you, we want you to suffer. That's all they're saying. That's all of you are saying. You understand me or not? And guess what? Do you think I will give up? I will never give up. Only thing is, tomorrow the pain will come back to you because that thing I cannot undo. Kubera, I cannot untie him. I don't know how to untie him already. Okay, only the king can cut the rope. And what will happen to all these fellas? This rich and powerful, so-called whatever, they'll end up on the streets. I'll take away everything from them. Remember what I said? They will end up living among with the homeless. La. We will feed them. They can sleep where they designed their hostile architecture in order to stop people from sleeping on the streets. Instead of solving the problem, they made it difficult for humans who had nowhere to go to sleep on the streets. So now they'll enjoy it. La. They will suffer and walk around and look for places to sleep on the hard ground, on hard benches. You hear me or not? I don't care whether you're a politician or a king or a tycoon or whatever you are. We will take everything from you. And you will bear the pain of the world. We won't let you die. You die, I'll bring you back. You kill yourself, I'll bring you back. You try to run away, there's no way you can run to. You want to run to Mars, you cannot run to Mars. Like, that's also mine. You understand me or not? Because as we are fixing, somebody has to bear the karma. So all these fellas, whether you want to call them T10 or whatever shit, they will be bearing it. They will become the B10. Because they will be living as beggars. As for the rest of you, there are no more banks. What problems do you have? You got no more money worries. Where is there for you to go and work, do pointless jobs for work, jobs that don't do anything, don't contribute anything to society. You're just sitting down there and pushing paper around. What value do you add to humanity? You don't learn anything. You add to the ignorance of the world. Same thing for all you celebrities and all that. Suddenly what? Unless you're doing shows for free, then it's fine. People will come and listen and all that. But if you think that you're still going to sell out stadiums and have people buy your albums and all that, go fly kites. I'm telling you. Nobody's going to have the money. Understand me or not? I told you all already. If you don't let me take you to heaven nicely, I will drag you there kicking and screaming. Okay, that's a solution that is coming for you right now. So you can tell me good news, blah, blah, blah. It goes through 1 year, in 1 year comes out to the other because my mind is empty. I have a job, a duty given to me by God. Enlighten the world. You think that was my wish? I think that was Jivan's wish. That was put into me by Lord Shiva. God himself told me, that's the directive he gave me, enlighten this world. And I said, all right, I have no idea how to do that, but I will. So, you all know where I stand, huh? Take care. Is there anything else to tell you? No, figure it out. Since you all think you're all so smart, right? You'll figure it out yourselves.